Hey, hello, 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 my beautiful friends, beautiful people all over the world. I'm wishing you a good day, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. You're very, very welcome. My heart sends out love to yours. So when you join, do please post a comment to say you're here. Say how your day has been to me. Say if there's anything on your mind. Who hasn't got stuff on their mind just now, right? And, you know, if you're watching this in 5 days, 5 hours, 5 weeks, 5 months, or even 5 years, don't worry, there'll be something in here for you because our friends in the non-physical are aware of who's going to watch this and when, and they will answer your unasked questions. Yes, they know what you need to know before you need to know it. That's pretty amazing, isn't it? Let me see now. Let me see who's on this evening. Who's on, who's on, who's on, who's on? Hello, hello, hello. Anne, nice to see you. Hello, Facebook user. Is that you again, Sarah? Divine, beautiful soul back at you. Hello, Andrea. Nice to see you on. Hello, Haley. So lovely to see you. Okay, so lovely to see you, darling. I know it's been a tricky time for your family. Sending you lots of love. And remember, they're only a thought away. Hello, Anne Cairns. Nice to see you. Hello, hello, hello. So tonight, I celebrate my love for you. Yes, that. Do you love it when I sing? Or does it bust your eardrums? Tonight we're going to do a little bit of practicing our intuition, exercising our intuitive muscle. Hello, Fiona. How are you, darling? And we're going to have a look at the tea leaves, and you are going to tell me what you see in the tea leaves and what it means to you. And then I'll be drawn to a few of you, and I'll discuss what you've done, and I'll give you some divine guidance based on that. Does that sound like fun? Yay! Say yes if it sounds like fun. Hello, Catherine. Nice to see you. So I love fun exercises, but these fun exercises also really strengthen your intuitive self. Now, intuitive self is our spiritual self. It's part of that, and it knows the truth about everything, and it has all the second sight that you would want. Now, can you always trust your intuitive self? Well, now, it depends what mood you are in. It depends where your energy is when you get an intuitive hit. If you are not in a happy place and you get an intuitive hit and it is not something that is instantly uplifting, or if it's something negative, then that is probably your fear talking, your gut fear talking to you. So I think it's the best idea is to do a bit of breathing, stroke meditation, or when you're having a fun time, or when you're light of mood, or when you're watching me and you're just absorbed in it. And that is the best time to have inspiration stroke intuitive hits. Hello, Davina. Nice to see you. Anne Cairn says her gran read the tea leaves. Good. I read the tea leaves from my gran, and I remember being in a Chinese restaurant once. It's before I had my spiritual awakening, and before my dead father turned up at my son's birth, before I thought I could do any of this stuff. I remember we used to go to a Chinese restaurant, and I loved to read the tea leaves for my gran and for anybody else that would let me. But of course they all laughed at me in those days, and my family are still like that. Hello, Raylene. Hope you're well. You're sending lots of positive energy. Tell me this, guys, do you feel better when you join me on here? Do you feel lighter? Do you feel happier? Do you feel more in touch with yourself? Because I know that the spirit gives us all that energy, uplifts all of us while we're on this broadcast. The spirit, the universal beings work through me and they send all their energy to you, and they just uplift you. It's as if the angels are flapping their wings, and we're all being uplifted in that wonderful angelic energy. Hello, Stevie. Looking great. Hope everyone's well. All's good in the hood, Stevie. Hope all's good in your hood as well. You should be good at the tea leaf readings, so let's see. Hi, Shell. Nice to see you. Hi, Katrina. Was it your anniversary, darling? If so, happy anniversary. Okay, shall we get started on the tea leaves? I've got one here I prepared earlier, but it's like this cup. It's amazing, isn't it? I got it from TK Maxx. God, it's a treasure trove, that place. And hello, Michael. How are you? And here is, as I say, one I prepared earlier. And look, in there is green tea mixed with jasmine flowers. And I also threw in a little bit of cherry and cinnamon or something like that. So it's a good old mixture. But there's some really, really nice symbols in there. So if you can, whenever you see a symbol, type it in and tell me what it means to you. I'll turn the cup round all different ways so that you can, oh look, I can see a seahorse and I can see a rabbit, or it could be a rabbit, it could be a deer, it could be a poodle. I can see that there. Oh, there. A seahorse, but it's up to you. It's not about what I see. Oh, I can see flowers for a wedding, a garland, and I can see another garland there, and that's either a war garland or victory. I can see a pair of sunglasses and a beach ball. I can see another rabbit. Ah, look at this now. Oh, I can see somebody throwing a ball and someone else catch. I can see someone swimming. You all must be going on holidays. And what is this right in the bottom? What is, I'm sorry, my finger's in the opposite direction because this, oh God, can you see it? It could be a G to me, it could be something completely different. So, see what you see. Okay, now there's quite a lot of you. Oh, now what you have to do, I see you're writing and you're typing in. I can see a rabbit and a music note. I can see two people looking at each other and a rabbit. Cowboy and a woman. I can see a crow and a rabbit. I can see a number 2. What we need to have here is what that means to you. And you can see a garland of flowers, Anne Cairns. I can see a garland of flowers as well. So what does that mean to you, Anne? Also, Anne, I see the world for you. So there must be great new starts coming for you and people round about. You see this when you're having to work back to front with a camera. It's an absolute nightmare. Oh, I can see a cowboy as well. Whoever said cowboy? Haley says I can see quite a few couples looking at each other. So what does it mean? Has anybody said what it actually means to them? Oh, here's Anne. Let me bring Anne on. Rabbit to me is rebirth. Well, Anne, I'm going to tell you something. There is massive amounts of rebirth going on right at this moment with myself as well. This is a damn tricky time. I would say we've been challenged, but who's challenging us? There is no one to challenge us, but we're all being called to become more aligned with our spirit energy and to look after ourselves more, to really feel the love, and to be less sort of, to be more objective and less subjective. And I've got to give you the word loyalty. Loyalty. I know there's a gentleman in the spirit bringing this forward for you, Anne. And I know this gentleman, he would have been a war hero or he would have laid a wreath, because I can see here with regards to this gentleman, that's a wreath that would be laid at a war memorial. So maybe you can make sense of that for me, Anne. And she also says here, she can also see 2 stags fighting. Well, that's 2 men around you locking horns. Could be your sons, could be brothers, something like that. I can also see a little motorbike and a little Vespa type thing. So I wonder if you're coming to Italy with us, or whether that is another trip to Italy, or whether family members are going to Italy. Now, what have you said? So your father-in-law was in the war. You know, he couldn't talk about the war, and it upsets him so much, even from heaven. I can feel the emotion washing him over. Such a waste of life. Is he Robert? And is he Robert? Hear the name Robert coming forward. Anne says, you would well, why don't you come to Italy? In case you guys do not know, I'm running 2 retreats in Italy at the beginning of October, and I have already booked my flights. So it's happening, baby. The first one is Soar With Your Spirit, and you're out there for 6 days with me. And the second one is Connect with the Magical Angels, and you're out there for 6 days with me too. It's going to be amazing. I'll post the link later. Oh, Anne, your father-in-law was Robert. Oh, that's so lovely. He's coming forward to give you a big hug, darling. He loves you so much. Also, the name Andy's mentioned. You would love this so much. Honey, we'll book it. Come along. It's only $4.99. I'm extending it till the middle of July. Oh, there's a massive A appeared out of nowhere for you, Anne. I know you're Anne, but who would A be? Would that be Alex or Alan? Let me know. You're getting a lot here. And remember the world. Remember the world cards here. So you could be traveling, or it's going to be a wonderful new breakthrough or rebirth for you, Anne. So I'm full of excitement for you. You've got to look forward in life. You know, don't be feeling, oh, it's all passed you by. Nothing's past you. Trust me, your feet's not going to touch the ground. And I think you have a very strong spiritual gift, and I would like you to use it, sweetheart. Sammy as well, okay? Okay, so let me hope that, give us some feedback. Oh, you're splitting from your husband. Oh, Anne, bless you, darling. Well, you understand what all that means. That is the perfect reading for you. And not only that, but his father came through to hug you and to support you. Oh my God, that makes my heart fill with love, and it brings tears to my eyes. Betty must be someone as well around you, Anne. Betty must be someone. She's such a funny lady. Oh, this is great. I'm so glad you're getting all this wonderful stuff, Anne. So you were so right about the rebirth. This split's been coming for a long time. I feel your husband stifles you, and also that you he was non-communicative. Okay. Thanks so much for all this. I so needed this. You are welcome to Spirit. And I see someone sitting, they've got so many rose bushes in their garden, and they're sitting there and they want you to breathe in the roses. Violence. Yes, those things, violence comes along with those 2 things that I mentioned. That is the end result of someone who is frustrated and angry and unhappy and sad. However, excuse me, someone with a serious cough from Spirit. By the way, I don't feel your husband's particularly in good health. I'm not saying that to worry you. I'm not saying that to worry you, but I think that he is so negative that he could ultimately bring some unpleasant health issues upon himself. No one should be expressing violence to another, particularly not wife. Okay, and you say this, it's killing my spiritual journey. Let me tell you, darling, your spirit is alive and kicking and saying, get me out of here. And you're getting out of here. I would say you're coming to Italy. That little Vespa moped thing, yeah, you're coming, baby girl. It's the right thing to do. So lots of love, and send me a little message later. Right, where I saw someone else on here. Right. So is this you, Sarah? I see lots of Mary Poppins and a lady holding up a baby in front of her face and smiling adoringly. Adoringly. I think it means believe in magic and miracles. Anything can happen if you let it. 100%. Sarah, I'm sure it's Sarah, let me know. Sarah, Mary Poppins is all about children and being happy around children and loving children and children loving you. So this is a very strong connection with, I can see about 6 children around you, and I don't think they're your children, Sarah. If you don't have children yourself yet, you're going to be a great mother. You'd also be a great nursery leader, a great primary teacher, anything involving children. There's Mary Poppins. She could actually charm and in some way hypnotise children, and you're the same way. When you speak to them, when you read a story, when you read a poem, it calms and uplifts their energy. I want a tea name for you. I think it's something like Terry or Trevor. I heard it 5 minutes ago, but I didn't give you it then. I'm also seeing a man who's playing a comb with tracing paper over it. I hope you remember that. I hope you can remember that. And I'm seeing you, I think it's you as a very young girl, and your hair sort of like light brown blonde, and you're having a hell of a job getting the tangles out. It's very long. If it's not you, it's a very young lady round about you. And the number, the age 15, very significant to you, Sarah. So do let me know if that makes sense to you, my darling. Do let me know. Okay. I can't see, you're on here as Facebook user, but I can't see any more things off you. All right, okay. Let me see. Linda, a lady's dress, sandal, fun times ahead or special occasion. A rabbit, springtime, new beginnings, beautiful bouquet with a heart in the middle. And you know what I see, Linda, for you? There's a wedding in the off, and it's someone close with you. I believe it's your son or your daughter. I think you've got a son. I think it's a son. So I do feel it will be within the next 2 years. So I don't know where he's at with that, whether he's met anybody yet. Also, I want to give you the name, excuse me, Derek. There's a gentleman here pulling a rabbit out a hat for you, and I don't know whether it was actually a magician or whether he's just shown me that is actually going to, that you can do anything you want. As Sarah said, miracles happen every day. You know what this man's saying to me? Pulling a rabbit out a hat. When I was here, I could barely lace my shoes. I could basically I could hardly tie my shoes. I'm sorry about the confused talk. I know that he must have confused talk as well, because he's telling me that he wasn't in a good way before he passed. He couldn't lace his shoes. So also hear the name Ian for you. And I've just had a tea leaf falling out here. And for some reason, I think Turkey with that. I also think autumn time. So, and also someone has a mole that they should get looked at again. Nothing terrible. There's a gentleman here. I've been shown a pair of lungs and I'm breathing in and out, but I can't get a breath the way I should be able to. So I hope you understand what that means, darling. I hear the name Kathy, but I see Kathy Ross. I don't know whether she's on or not. So I hope you can take Kathy, darling. Okay, Linda. Oh, a surprise. I could tell you about a surprise. Okay, bless you, honey. So right on here, what you see and what it means to you. Oh, here's Sarah's feedback. Now, this is a Mary Poppins lady. Yes, I am a teacher and love children. Playing the comb is a funny memory. Tracing paper or plastic bags. Exactly. Well, I never knew the plastic bag version, but I know there's a gentleman behind us. I believe you can sing as well, because I'm hearing a really sweet singing voice. And Sarah, for the next time you come on, can you allow StreamYard to bring me to use you, and then we could see you? That would be amazing. Okay. So someone's saying they would love a reading. So what we're doing tonight, we're using the tea leaves to boost our own intuition, because you guys don't need me to do this. Ha! Surprise, you can all do it yourself. You all have the same abilities as me. So all we're doing is using our creative mind. We're looking at the tea leaves. We're saying what we see and what then that means to us. Now, I can see horses and horse racing and a horse jumping over a fence, Mary Beth. So that must refer to you. I feel this is with a gentleman or gentlemen in the family. I have a heart here for you, and I feel very much that is definitely romance. It's coming from spirit, but they're trying to sort you out with a beautiful romance down here. Now, you're flicking through a book, but I wonder why you're not reading it. I wonder if it's a Charles Dickens. You'd be thinking about reading the classics. Oh, I see a shark or a dolphin down there, so that's interesting. I wonder if you're going to a SeaWorld or something like that. Let me see what she's saying. My daughter is here. She sees a girl with a ponytail, an optimist, a sheep. someone sitting with a cape on. We're both seeing sea things. I'm seeing sea things as well. I think somehow it relates to abundance for us, and that amazing things are headed our way. Well, Mary Beth, if you think that, that's for sure. But your daughter's with a ponytail, that's her. An octopus, that is, again, SeaWorld, something like that. Someone sitting with a cape on, so they're going to see a dolphin show and they don't want to get wet, or they're going to go on a ride. A sheep, well, your daughter's no sheep. She does her own thing, right? So don't try and get her mainstream when she's not mainstream. She's got a brilliant mind and a very creative mind, and she's a one-off. And abundance certainly will come to you. And we say amazing things. I want to sing Amazing Grace to you in a beautiful voice. And I want you to believe in you, to believe in love, darling. Someone's praying there. I feel that's you and your daughter. So you can advise your beautiful daughter to use affirmations. Affirmations and prayers are basically the same thing, except you're not asking a favour of the universe. You're saying to the universe, here's what I want. I affirm that abundance comes to me from expected and unexpected sources. There's one. Love is everywhere. I attract the highest love. There's 2 for you. I'm more than able to write whatever I want. There's 3 for you. And I hear the name Alan, and again, I gave that to the last lady, but I hear it for you, and it's a nice, gentle Alan, and I feel he's English, perhaps an English teacher. So something to think about. Isle of Man, what the hell? That's a holiday destination. So is anyone else putting in what they say? What they see? See what you see. You on this one tonight. We're say. Oh God, Jane, saying what we see. So if you see a shape, like now I can see 2 hands clapping. Can see a couple about to embrace. I can see a little baby there swimming in a pool, but also a baby in heaven. So tell me what you can see. Tell me what you can see and what it means to you. So all those that are saying would love a message, that's all they have to do. Just look at this. I'm trying to hold it up for you. Mary Beth says, right, okay. Let me see. Grace is my daughter's name. We are in awe of you. I'm in awe of you, girls. I believe you might be right about abundance. I would love a British man to come sweep me off my feet. Not sure British men do that, honey, but we can always hope. A great connection would be a start, right? Oh, Sharon, it's you. It's not Sarah. You're the Mary Poppins lady. Well, sorry about that slight mix-up, but I know the information was good for you, right? I know the information was good for you. I know that you and I have previously spoken before, so I'm quite glad I didn't know it was you. So I hope that sort of ties up with what we discussed before. Okay. Is anyone else going to say what they see and what it... Okay. So Laura Jane says, it brings to mind a wreath with flowers and 2 children holding hands. You know what? I just think Princess Diana when I see this. And I think that you must have been looking and talking about something to do with the Princess Diana statue. And also I see her doing her charity work where she went into the mind area and did the mind probing thing. So I wonder if you're a big admirer of Princess Diana's, and I also wonder if you're very much a humanitarian, Laura Jane. I just had a slight stammer over that word, so there must be someone around you who has or has had a speech impediment, very, very common. And I'm hearing tongue-tied, which is an unusual thing. And that is a physical thing as well. So I hope that may... I hear the name Angela for someone. I'm not sure whether that's for you, Laura Jane, or whether it's for someone else. Oh, and I want to say hello, Sailor. Hello, Sailor. And I can actually see a young man in a sailor's uniform. So again, I can hear the whistle blowing. So like we're being called for drills. So maybe this is someone close to you, maybe like your son or something, thinking of going to the Navy. Or again, it could be a relative, but I feel it's kind of present day. So that's interesting. So let me know, Linda Jane, what that means. Mary Beth again, thank you so much. When you said amazing grace, my 9-year-old Grace was stunned. See where isn't something we planned on, but who knows? I will keep the man in mind on a horse rally. I see your father in there for you. Lots of love. Oh, that's very kind. He has been around a lot, Mary Beth. If you guys have not seen my post today with the Signs from Spirit, the way that they caused one of my whole lights to do a light show for a good few minutes last night, then do have a look at that. And it is the most amazing sign from Spirit. I've not had that sort of electrical sign, but I was looking at the Netflix documentary Surviving Death, and I highly recommend it. It's in about 6 parts. And the first one's near-death experience, which I'm hugely interested in. And a lot of the mediums and the healers on episode 2 and 3, I know them. And seriously, it is the best documentary I've ever seen made about sort of spiritual work, the afterlife, the non-physical realms, heaven, whatever you want to call it. It's on Netflix. It's called Surviving Death. Mary Beth, you'll love it. And remember to tell Grace she is amazing. Amazing. And I think that comes from her granddad, or maybe it's your granddad, but it's a lovely man who was all very encouraging, always very encouraging, very much lively. And I can see Mary Grace putting party plates out. I wonder, paper party plates, I wonder if it's her birthday. So let me know. You say you haven't gone to SeaWorld. Well, I definitely feel, or you don't plan to go to it, but I definitely feel it's somewhere where you're seeing these dolphins and things performing. Yeah, that's what I feel. I can't actually take that away. So it might not be sea life. You might be in a cruise or something. I don't know. But that's definitely the image I see. And with Grace at the Cape, it's a waterproof cape. That's what I see there. But tell her it could also be Little Red Riding Hood. Oh. And you're saying, oh, you see a hummingbird. A hummingbird is is one of my main spiritual totems, and there's a few things I want to do in this life. Not very many, but one of them is to go and see the hummingbirds, and I really want to do that, and I'm going to do it as soon as I can. And so thank you very much for bringing me that potent symbol. And you say spiritual awakening, and that's what I'm teaching. I've just decided to put a free event on. So Anne Cairns, your spiritual self has not been killed. It's fabulous and it's bust out already. So good for you, darling. Good for you. Oh. Grace's birthday is 9 on Sunday. We spent all day preparing for the party and just brought special blue paper plates. Oh, I wish her a very happy birthday. She's such a great organizer. She's such a great manager, but she's a very sensitive side as well. So tell her not to let anybody ever put her off. That's strong words. Sharon, when I had vision with you, the lights went out on and off about 5 times during our reading. Jane, you have any message from my friend? Is that Angel? She was a true angel on earth. Well, therefore, she's a true angel in heaven. I feel when I say that name and sense the energy, just calmness, peace. And she has this beautiful smile on her. And I know that's the vibe she's sending to you. And, you know, you'll feel different. I can already feel that I feel as if she's going to ask you to stop, or you're going to have a realization about something. But I just see you kind of like that, a little bit, stunned, but not in a bad way necessarily, just a real realization. And I'm so glad the lights went on and off about 5 times. That is brilliant. That is such strong energy. I do feel grandfathers around you very, very much. Eagle at the top of the cup. Well, Fiona, That's very interesting because eagles are what many cultures believe are the messengers between heaven and earth, and you see it at the top of the cup. I actually see a heart for you, Fiona MacLeod, so I don't know whether you're a married lady or whether, oh, it's hello from heaven. It's from a lady in heaven that's sending you so much love. That's what it is. You just stopped me mid-track. So I was going to say the eagle is a messenger between heaven and earth, so you're going to get a message soon. And there you just got one. I have to give you the name Sandra. It's not that lady. So yeah, and I have to give you. Oh, somebody's got a puppy, or somebody's thinking about a puppy. And also I see rabbits. So interesting. Okay, Dark. We'll have to give you now. Listen, I don't work with letters. I don't work with letters. But I've just seen a C for you, a letter C, and I'm going to give it Christopher. But I don't know why they've given me a C. Oh. A, B, C. So it could be a queue or a lane. It could be at the airport, right? Go into lane C, something like that. It might be something to do with that. So bear that in mind as well. Okay, darling, lots of love. Oh. Linda Jane says, yes, you were spot on about Lady Di and humanitarian work. Well, I'm going to tell you something really interesting, Laura Jane and everybody else. If you think about someone in spirit, they send a thought back to you. Just because you didn't know Lady Di in life doesn't mean she doesn't pick up your thoughts and want to connect with you and encourage you. Because I could actually hear her in my ear saying that we should look, Laura Jane needs a little bit of encouragement. She needs a little bit. So there you go. You're getting personal encouragement for Lady Di herself. She goes, I don't like that statue. She's giggling and laughing at it. So I don't know what you said about it, Laura Jane, but that's what she said, but she's quite light-hearted about it. And she does say, it was fabulous to see my sons there. I put an arm around each of their shoulders. Isn't that beautiful? So you must have been wondering, what was Lady Di thinking about the unveiling of the statue and her sons and everything that's going on? So now you've got the answer. Years and years ago, I met Lady Di in non-physical. I was actually sleeping and I invited her to a tea party in a shed at the bottom of my garden. Her and I were sitting having tea, talking. So, I mean, that was just random, apropos nothing, but I do believe that was a spiritual meeting with Lady Di. I do believe that because the thing is, any spirit who is in non-physical can connect with anyone here because we are spirits, we are all one. And because someone was a celebrity here does not mean anything. It means nothing in the non-physical realms. Nothing, it means nothing. We're all the same. Do you know what else I am seeing? And this is weird. It's Dame Edna Everage. I'm seeing Dame Edna Everage, Laura Jane, so maybe you could cast some light on that for us, darling. Oh, the statue is terrible. I agree, it's awful, isn't it? It feels like, oh, Princess Di thinks the same, Lady Di thinks the same. She's laughing at it. So, yeah. Oh, there's my friend Sue has sent stars. I was supposed to put this banner up. Look now, where is it? During this broadcast, you support me by sending stars, a digital gift that helps me earn money. So thank you, Sue Wordsworth, for sending stars. And I know you did. I feel you did last week as well. So thank you so much for that. That's me eating again this week. If anybody else wants to send stars, I'll be super grateful. But if you don't, then fine. So what I see for you is a whole banner of stars stretched out, and I feel it's something to do with celebrations. I feel it's in your garden or on your balcony. I want to see stars all lit up, and I believe this is coming from a gentleman in spirit. There's two gentlemen, one's heavier with darker hair, and there's another gentleman here I feel is father to you. This heavier man passed with a heart condition. I absolutely know that very much. And the reason why they're showing me this string of fairy lights, star fairy lights, is because you are a star and they want to put it in your face, shine it in your face, that knowledge. the age of number 47 is coming through very significantly to me. And also I can see monkeys on this cup all of a sudden. The pattern is reminding me of monkeys. So I wonder if you've actually been somewhere or you've seen like a pattern with monkeys or something like that, or it's a relative thinking about maybe Burma or someplace. But I know I want to see these monkeys, and I want to link it to you, but also to a gentleman in spirit. I would say Gibraltar, but I'm not sure that's necessarily right for you, but that's where I think of when I first see monkeys. I feel like someone has a picture taken with a monkey with a fez on. So that'll be from a good few decades ago, Sue. So maybe you could put, maybe you can make sense of that. I see you must be writing something with a blue ballpoint pen, and we are encouraging you to do that. God bless you, honey. Oh, Joyce said, oh, Joyce, you said stars ages ago. I'm so sorry, Joyce. I did not see that. I think I sometimes explain to you that, oh God, these comments, I see them on the right-hand side and they go by very quickly and I've got to refresh them. And then when I am tuning into you, tuning into spirit, the whole thing can get quite overwhelming. I really need a lovely assistant. Maybe you'd be up for it, Joyce. But anyway, thank you so much for that. Okay, let me just go back to Sue because she's given the feedback, and then I'll come back to you, Joyce. So I buy my daughter monkeys all the time. She loves them, and I have a monkey with a pet. There you are then, darling. So your daughter's well looked after and acknowledged as well there. Right, Joyce, back to you. What do you see, darling? I'm going to tell you anyway what I see. I see that I want the name Bobby for you. That's a very, very strong name for you. I also want a lady and a gentleman in spirit. These are absolutely family members. The lady could be your gran or your mum. She feels gran to me. Oh, there's another lady coming forward now. She's much more stockily, I'll just say plumper, to hell, who cares? And she showed me slices of bacon, and this lady must have liked to cook or look after her family, and things like clouty pudding. If Joyce, I don't know whether you're Scottish or not, but you won't understand what the hell I'm talking about. Steamed pudding and sausages and all that. Oh, you said that you saw a cowboy and a woman. Okay. Oh, no, sorry, I'm going on the wrong one. Cowboy and a woman. You said you saw a cowboy and a woman, so then you know who the woman is, right? There's several women coming forward. I want Anne and I want Nancy. It's your mum. Oh, darling, hello from heaven. She goes, I have to look up from my pastry making here. Is this your mum again? And she's blowing her hair out her face. So I hope that, you must miss that lady so much because she's so kindly and so lovely and warm and so giving. And you're Scottish. And when you say that you're Scottish, I just want to feel Scottish tablet all around you. I also want to take you to an island, Joyce, but don't get excited because I'm taking you to Arran, I think. But also I'm taking you to the Balearics, like Mallorca or Menorca, someplace like that. And so it looks like you've got something. Now, you said no here. I don't know what you said no to. Okay. She made tablet. Yeah. So she's doing her best to sweeten your life. I know you've been through a bit of a challenging time. You're feeling a wee bit isolated, maybe a wee bit alone, and she's just giving you a massive hug. Come on, come on. You're fine, you're fine. Cheer up, cheer up. She's doing her absolute best to uplift you. Cowboy, that I want to refer you several things here. One, to a plumber who was no use. And secondly, to a young child about you who loves Woody. That movie, oh God, you know the one we would I can't remember the name yet. You know the one. Somebody tell me the name of that. Woody and the wee boy's his favourite toy, and the spaceman's there. Oh, no, my head's wasted. Anyway, that's what I want to tell you. Also hear the name Glenn, which I feel could have possibly been a dog around you. So I hope that makes sense. Toy Story. Thank you so much, Joyce. Thank you so much. Shannon, thank you so much. Julie, thank you everyone for saying Toy Story. Please don't tell me you don't know anything about Toy Story now. Oh, God. Okay. No, Glenn. There is a Glenn, Glenn, Joyce, for sure. I'll just let you have a think about that. Okay, my darling. Lots of love coming your way. Marjorie. Oh, sorry, excuse me, I'm about to get a drink. Since you asked me to correct your husband, I've got really hot. As I look in the cup, oh, I just had a big pain in my chest and I had problems swallowing. So I wonder if that is your husband's passing condition. There's also a lady in spirit, an older lady, your mother and mother-in-law, and I feel as if she just kind of wasted away in a hospital bed and she couldn't get anything down her throat. I also hear bronchitis or bronchia mentioned there. And I hear Michael. Now, Michael's got an Irish connection, but I also want Archangel Michael coming for you, who gives you massive support. If you felt a hand in your back, just gently placing you forward, telling you to keep going, keep going, keep going. You know that's Archangel Michael. He's sending massive healing to your heart and your throat and just your whole body, but mainly those two areas. And thank you so much for sending stars. And you say that's his mum. His mum. Okay, again, I'm getting this constriction in my throat. Here's a couple embracing here. Can you see them? So that's you and your hubby, and he's referring to a picture there. I wonder if you guys were on a cruise together, because can you see this here? You and him there. So he says, it's not a last, it's not a final kiss, it's just an au revoir. Here I can see a crown and I can see a name like Lola, something like that up there. So I wonder if that makes sense to you. Could be love, but I think I see like Lola, something like that up there. Oh, I see a doggy. I wonder if you have a doggy with you just now. Also look out for butterflies. You'll see 3 at the one time. They'll buzz butterflies don't buzz. They'll fly all around your face. In fact, there's going to be 4 of them. Also, he keeps showing me things to do with gardening. He's showing me a little gardening trowel. He's showing me these trees that are, I can't remember the name of them. You know what I'm like, we treat away names and things, but they grow up and then they've got the bolly leaves and tops. I feel as if things need trimmed and looked after in your garden. That's what I feel. There's another doggy's face there, so I feel there's a doggy from heaven. It looks like a Jack Russell, something like that. Oh, he's talking about your shoes. He goes, those shoes you had were so sexy. They've got an ankle strap, but I think they've got like a flower or something on them. And anyway, you may have bought them since he passed, or you may have bought them just before he passed. The number 4, very significant as well here. And he's showing me a baby in heaven, and this baby's still to come. And he's also showed me a bow that goes into a little girl's hair. And I feel this could be a grandchild round about you. She's in spirit with him and our wee dog. There you go, Marjorie, you're getting it all. I feel the name Ian coming forward for you, darling. It's a little cross terrier. Oh, excuse me, it looks a wee bit like a Jack Russell. 4's your lucky number. Oh my God, darling, that's so wonderful. I hope you know how close he is with you. He's given me, you must have a wee pain in your back or your shoulder there. Also, he's given me connections to Ireland. That's the 2nd time. And he's shown me ducks. So I feel that or maybe it's geese, ducks or geese, but I feel as if this would have been somewhere you'd have gone, like a pond or a stretch of water, where there would be happy memories. And I feel you might have gone there before he passed, maybe like he was unwell for a while and he maybe knew he didn't have long. Elijah was a wee grandson he never got to meet. He's meeting him now, baby's with him. There he is. Oh, how can I show you this? There. Do you see the wee baby there? He's fine and healthy. He's showing me he's bouncing him like this. Look, it's fine. I've got him. He's chunky, he's chubby, all is well. I wonder if 8 months is something to do with that baby. But your husband's, oh God, he's devastated to see you devastated. But honestly, he's doing great. I feel with him, he's quite a tall man. Oh, he died very suddenly. Okay, baby. I wonder if this is maybe your dad or someone else then who you had to sort of care for or take out on occasion. 3 months. Okay, well, 3 months ago the baby passed. Oh, darling. Or 3 months since he passed. Anyway, 8 months is significant, so maybe there's another baby coming. Okay. Also, Doug or Douglas is significant. You have to really. He wants you to dry your tears. He says he knows it's so hard, but he's working with you. I feel your father's passed as well. They're all working with you so much to encourage you and to ask you to, when you feel happy, because they'll help you to feel calm and happy and uplift you. Don't force yourself back into feeling sad, because he is ecstatic where he is. Obviously, he knows that you're missing him and he's missing your bodily self, but he says, tell her I'm with her all the time. I still put my arm around her shoulders and let my hand dangle, and be aware of that. Okay. You're 6'2" and you lost your dad when you were 10. Your dad's coming forward so gentle towards you, darling. And you said you're trying. Okay, just accept, Marge. I know this is incredibly hard to say, and this is for everybody, right? When someone passes, they are always fine. You know, yeah, obviously they don't want to be separated from us physically, but they're never separated by us spiritually. But we feel they are, because we are still in bodies. But this man has got unending, undying, eternal love for you. That love supported you always for 23 years, or number 23 significant anyway, and it will never stop. And when you feel good, he wants you to acknowledge that you feel good and to go and enjoy it. I also hear the name Andy round about you too, sweetheart. So don't. He was a very gentleman. He still is, darling. He cares so much about you. A beautiful man. You've been blessed with 2 beautiful men in your life, and you have lots more there. Your life is not over. I'm seeing tissue paper, so I know someone is, I feel as if there's a paperweight or a glass ornament or something in it. This may have been something that he gave you, or it may be connected to something else. Oh. So you're married for 22 years, so coming up for 23 years. Isn't that beautiful? Also named Neil, come around you as well. I'm so happy you're getting this wonderful information, Marjorie. I couldn't be happier for you. Rhubarb tart coming from heaven for you. And I know that's not coming from your husband, it's coming from a lady. It's rhubarb. I can smell it. I'll have a slice of that. Okay. Okay. Let me do Charlene. Charlene Mangel. Oh, right, okay. Thing I see for you is a big fat rabbit down there. Oh, and there's the UK. Oh, there's a dog and a rabbit. Oh, sunglasses. You got yourself new sunglasses, girl. And also, what is this? There's a lady carrying a huge pot of soup from ATB. So this is going to be a memory for you. Crowd stepping into your power, and rabbit signify. Oh, you think a rabbit's bouncing energy and content. Okay, darling, so I'm going to take all that. Thank you so much. And I also want you to take it all. I'm putting a crown on your head, and so are the angels. And so there's a gentleman here. I feel like it's your granddad, and he's just a wee, and I'll straighten that up for him. And there's also something about being a bride here, yeah? And stepping into your power, absolutely. What we all need to do right now, because this is a time where we are facing more and more duality, if I can call it that, if I call it the call of spirit, compared to our ego, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but the ego, if I can say it, is that little voice that always tells you you're not good enough, you're not clever enough, you're not thin enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not tall enough, you're too tall, you're too small, you're too thin. Any of those things, that's your ego. And the spirit is the part of you that says, you are loved, and you are loving. And you need to hear that, Charlene, and so do so many other people on here. We are sending you all so much love. Trust. Here's a romance card for you, honey. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So there's a little one around you, and I think you're waiting for your soulmate to come in. There's just a little bit more tweaking you have to do on yourself along the lines of what you've described here and what we have spoken about. I hear Margaret coming forward for you, not that loudly, but I do hear her. God bless you, honey. Okay, I'm just back to Magic. Split for Andy, split for 17. Andy was my ex. Okay, honey. That is, there you go. It's all, and she says, thank you so much. You are very, very welcome, darling. So let me choose a card for you all. If I didn't speak to you individually, please do not worry about that. There's a message in here for you from Spirit for sure. I hope you've managed to pick it out. This card, the angels suggested we get outdoors. Hell yes. It is so healthy, so healing, so uplifting to get outdoors, even if it's raining a little bit. Like yesterday, oh my God, I was so exhausted with the heat. And today when I saw it was raining, I'm like, I don't mind. And I was quite bouncy and I went for a swim and I've been fairly active all day. So yeah, so let's get outside. Let's play, pretend we're 6. Go outside, get some fresh air and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. So there's some brilliant, brilliant guidance for all of us. So until next week, in fact, I'll be back to you before next week because I want to do a free session about signs from Spirit, and I want all of you to tell me about the signs you've had. We'll do a group thing and you can come on and tell me. I'll set that up. I want to hear from all of you, and no doubt we'll get some feedback from Spirit as we're talking about that. Remember, Italian retreat still on the go. Also, ta-da, drum roll, I've organised a fantastic psychic weekend beginning the 19th of November, and that is a fantastic country house in Prestwick, and it will be so much fun. I'm going to be doing 2 shows. I'm going to be providing a workshop. It's a luxury hotel. All your breakfast and your dinner are paid for. All your shows with me. There'll be a chance to get a personal reading with me or a healing with me and my team at a reduced price. So come and join us. We are going to have so much freaking fun. I haven't advertised it yet, so you're the first to know. If you're interested in that, give me a message. It's only $199 for 3 nights, and that's all your accommodation, nearly all your food, and all the time with me. Love you lots. Take care for now. Bye.